Hello, this is W,
And V.
and welcome to our living room. V's been doing a lot of homework tonight, so she's a bit tired now, but we're going to get through this, aren't we?
Yeah, yes, we will.
So, it's basically a topic which we discovered was quite interesting because I'm a Gemini and V's a Sagittarius, and they're opposites on the Zodiac chart. So we thought we would discuss our experiences with the two signs as we are those signs. It's just our opinion and our experiences, and it's not all factual astrology as we know, don't we?
Yes, yes. We don't believe at 100% on astrology, but sometimes there are points that are interesting.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to discuss.
Mm?
So being the Gemini, the big mouth,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go first. I'm just going to say my opinion in general, so there'll be positives and negatives. So I think Sagittarius is a very intelligent.
Well, the Gemini as well.
Well, actually, I think Gemini is more intelligent.
Oh,
Yeah, that
not always.
it
It depends on the person.
I mean in terms of manipulation.
Ah.
And reading people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean we're not talking like academia here, because you'd win that one, wouldn't you? Oh, come on, between the two of us.
I am between the two of us. Yes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's true, but you like to really analyze a subject.
Yes.
And go really, really to town on it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I prefer to gather the information, and then I'm happy with that. I'm content.
Yes, you are quick you go quick to the main result.
Yeah.
I don't do the same thing.
No.
I prefer to see the whole subject, the main view, bigger view of the subject.
It's so true. And you will spend a lot of time on yours, whereas I've already moved on to the next. I'm bored.
Mm-hmm.
And it is true, isn't it? It really is. But then occasionally I'll come across a subject that I really like, but I have to really, really like it. And I will learn as much as I can about it. But then even then I might get bored and move on to the next thing.
Yes, but you can be deep sometimes if you want. Huh?
But we have to trust the person.
Mm-hmm.
So if we'd be curious to know if any other Geminis or Sagittarians are watching this, or anyone else who has an opinion, so please comment below. And if you'd like us to talk about other signs, then we can. But I'm going to just say V is a very Sagittarius. You're so Sagittarius. It's scary. And you...
What do you mean? So Sagittarius.
It's kind of like you are quick. You're like a double. You don't know what's going to happen sometimes. It's a bit unpredictable.
You can be like that as well.
Well, we're both dual personalities.
Yes.
That's so we're similar, believe it or not.
Mm.
But I think I'm more crazy than you.
Mm-hmm.
But you're more. Your other side can be very. You're not quite sure. It can either be wild or very silent.
Mm-hmm.
And that means you're overthinking. But I've learnt that about you.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you're silent, it means you're thinking a lot. And it's just something I've noticed. You are not easy to sway from your opinion. So if you believe in something, that is it.
You have, but I can change, but it has to be a good reason.
So
that convince me.
So that was kind of my. I will also say you're less judgmental
Mm-hmm.
than me as well. I I like to analyze people as I see them, and then if I don't like what I see, then I tend to keep that.
Yes, but you don't try to look uh, behind the
Yeah,
appearance.
it's true,
Mm.
and yeah, I suppose I do like our conversations though, which is why we're doing this channel. Because I think you're one of. It's a free flow. It's easy to speak, and that goes to my next point with the Sagittarius. You naturally have attracted a lot of Geminis in your life, haven't you?
A lot.
We're not saying romantically. We're
5 or
talking.
6, but
I mean
during the time.
that is a
Well,
lot. 5 or 6 in terms of good friendship. Or,
friendship, yes,
yeah.
friendship. To talk with them.
I mean that's a lot in terms of, so the Gemini man woman finds you easy to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
You said that to me before. You find that they are.
Easy to talk with, yes, and easy and interesting
Yeah.
as well, because they think about. They. I'm thinking about one or two, you or another friend. Uh, they give you another side, another view of a subject that I didn't see,
Yeah.
and it's interesting because the point of view of the Gemini can be you, because you are Gemini, complete my point of view.
Yeah, it's interesting.
The two sides of the subject.
And that is the same with you, like with the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that in detail. We never said either one was wrong or right.
No,
We've had hour and hour long conversations about this over the year or years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we feed each other the information to get the answer.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. And would you say that Geminis were a little bit, it's a cliche, but would you say they were a little bit crazy? A little bit frantic?
A little bit more unpredictable, perhaps. They change their mind very quickly.
Yeah, like me yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I don't know, it's just an example, but like I said to you, I think I'll have a beer tonight.
And suddenly, oh no, finally not. And suddenly, oh yes, I'm going to
buy the beer.
Mm.
Yeah, that happens a lot, doesn't it?
A few times.
Not just with beer,
Not always,
but with other subjects, like even these videos.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't sure which one we were going to do.
Yes.
It's and is that annoying?
No, I used to that. I know you now, so.
And V also said that Geminis can be loud.
Yes, they can speak a lot, but you are not really loud over me. But I knew someone who was Gemini, and he liked to be louder than the other, to be listened. But the other people couldn't speak.
And one of them was a Gemini, one of the others as well.
Yes.
Oh.
But he didn't speak loud like the other one. So all the Gemini, they are not exactly the same, obviously.
No, but it's funny because I feel like when I meet another Gemini, we always get on.
But perhaps the common point is that in between those Geminis that I talk with, I met, It's that they seems to be into activity. They are always in activity, in movement.
Yeah. Not staying in static. And
Yeah.
yeah, they like to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Geminis are trustworthy?
Trust what?
Trustworthy.
They do what they said.
Yeah.
What they say. Um, it's not a question of Gemini, I think.
No. I think that the Sagittarius is very calm as well. I think you're good listeners as well. Not all Geminis are good listeners, but I am.
You are.
Yeah. Yeah, you can also be a little bit unpredictable as well.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because I don't tell everything I think, so the idea can change.
Yeah.
Because I thought about that, but I didn't say anything about one idea until I reached to a solution or a conclusion.
Yeah. I think you can also, you're very, because when I speak with you, I love speaking with you, which is why we're doing this channel, like I said. Geminis repeat themselves, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
But you can change your mind a lot as well.
Mm-hmm. I can.
So although you become fixated on a topic, you can be a bit, it's very odd. We're very similar, actually.
Yes, in a way, yeah. We complete each other.
Yeah.
And we are very similar. It's very interesting.
I have met a few Sagittarius people, and it's always a good laugh. But there have been times where I've clashed because they think that they know everything, and you might say the same about us.
Yes.
But I think another big difference is, we talked about this, and it's the door. If there's a door and it says don't go in, you've got to go in that door, haven't you, to have a look?
Yes, to see what there is there.
The Sagittarius has to go in. It has to open the door. We can't sit in this room for a full day and you not go in that door. Especially if it says do not go in. Whereas I'm gonna wait for you to go in the door first and analyze logically.
I am more courageous than you.
I think you're more outgoing. We're crazy, but we also learn from people's experiences. And we've had this debate where I said you can learn from people's experiences, and you said that you don't actually have the experience. And there is an element of truth to that as well, but I would rather learn from someone else making a mistake than having to make the mistake myself.
Yes, it's clear. Yeah.
Whereas I think you actually like to physically learn the thing.
Most of the time.
So you have a full rounded view of the situation.
To experience, it's the adventure.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one thing we have in common. We both love travelling. We both love random stuff.
Yes.
Like not knowing what's going to happen. We both like playing.
Yes.
We're both players.
Yes, it's true.
It's easy come, easy go. We don't actually. We are very similar, because if you think of all those Gemini men, what do they all have in common? And the women, a lot of them have in common that if you don't like what you see, then that's it. I don't care. On to the next one.
Yeah.
Moving on up. Getting out of Dodge. If you don't like it, then go.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. and also there can be a lot of distance, and then out of nowhere suddenly contact again. Do you find that?
What? Sagittarius or Gemini?
Both.
Gemini. Ah.
For example, you might not contact a friend for
A few years.
and then suddenly it's like it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with me. I can have a conversation with a friend in England who I might not have seen for 10 years. Like I was with him yesterday.
Yeah. It's a question of sign, do you think? Or
Well, it's a question of
personality?
this is, we're generalizing in this, but the reason why we're talking about this is because I found it fascinating how many friends you had that were Geminis. It blew my mind when I found that out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did a bit of
It's random.
Well, and then I did a bit of research, and it was the
Right?
opposite. And all of those friends have something in common. They're all a little bit unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is that a coincidence that they're all a bit? They're not kind.
Maybe I like this side of unpredictability. A little bit.
I personally think you find it interesting because you can also be a bit unpredictable, but you also like to try and work out the problem a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're waffling on now, but that's what we do. So in your opinion, Gemini, easy sign to get along with?
Easy sign, interesting sign.
Yeah.
Easy, perhaps not so easy, but well, it's in general
Fun.
Way. Easy in this way.
So if let's end it. Let's end it like this. If you were to say one word to describe, I'll go first with you, but I'm going to give you a chance
they
to
are
think.
not easy to know at the first comment dire, chat or speaking.
Interesting. Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you said I was
mysterious a little bit.
Yeah, and also remember someone said I was a good actor, and she didn't even know me.
You see.
Yeah.
But after, when we learn to know you.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So one word to describe a Gemini. One word only.
There is many words that came. Spontaneity.
Yeah, spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
Mine for you would be, for the Sagittarius, mine would be curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that covers expansion and knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, and I personally think you're more settled. It's a more settled sign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the fire, but the beginning of the fire.
Yeah. And a big point you just made there was that you don't actually ever know a Gemini. You're right.
Mm.
You don't. It's so true.
Because they are mutable. They can change.
Yeah.
Or evolve.
Yeah. So any ladies out there that think they know their Gemini man, good luck with that. You don't know what he's doing. You don't.
And he doesn't know neither.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Mm.
Right. Well, that was just a little bit of a fun video because we, as these videos go on, we want to get to know you, and we want you to get to know us. So we're going to be talking about many topics on the channel. Please suggest topics as well.
But it can be a very good friendship, Gemini and Sagittarius.
I agree.
Mm.
A very good friendship, and the rules go out the window.
Mm.
It's going to be crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye bye.
Bye.